Be on the lookout and be warned. There's a very strong likelihood of some kind of fear event, some kind of false flag fear event taking place in our reality now, because we've just shifted into a crystalline timeline. It's a massive radical timeline jump. And as the air around us gets lighter, as humanity, we start following suit. We start trying to match the frequency of the air around us. Now, the powers that once controlled the false matrix, they have technology that allows them to see what's going on in the timeline and where the projection of the timeline is. So they pick up. When we move into these big accelerations, they pick that up and try to circumvent it. What's the best way to circumvent ascension? What's the best way to lower your frequency? Fear. Fear. Collective fear does the trick, so don't buy into it. This is the time more than ever before to really own your ascension, your body, your power, your sovereignty, your place in the world. This is the time to not forsake yourself. What you're meant to do moving forward is anchor yourself deep into love. That's where you're untouchable. Put yourself there. When you raise your frequency, you place yourself outside of the bandwidth of the false matrix and its control and manipulation in the first place. So put yourself there. So let's talk about raising your frequency. There's a long form video on YouTube. You can look for it, Kerry K, 11 ways to raise your frequency. But let me give you some really short, beautiful, sweet examples now. Get out of your mind. I love the way that sounds. Are you out of your mind? Yeah, get out of your mind, because when you're in the past and when you're in the future, that's where your brain is going to drive you to. That's the domain of the thinking chatterbox brain. It's living in a non-potentized dead space called the past or the future, the now, which is not the same as the present. The now is where you want to go. The present has got a timestamp on it. I want you to go beyond time. Best way to do that? Guided meditation. That gets you into presence. See? Not the present, but presence. It's a state of being. Presence is where you go and you allow the world to be as it is. You allow yourself to be as you are. You're not fighting against anything. You're not trying to do anything. You're being. It's one of the hardest but simplest things. This is where I see people messing up every single day. I tell them, get into your body and just feel what you're at. And they say, okay, what am I supposed to feel? Feel whatever's there, let it surface, because when you do that, it discharges a natural frequency, that is the universe's natural frequency, steps in. It's designed to do that. So don't be so calculating. Don't try to live life from the brain, outsmarting everything. You've got to get into the body. That's where the frequency is the most potentized and the most alive, and where you actually have the capacity to shift your energy.